Hey everyone, it's Anna. Today I am drawing my partner and I's World of Darkness characters. I started with his because this started just as us drawing the other person's character. Once we finished that, I wanted to have my character in my own style as well, so I go back and draw her later. I use my partner as a reference for his character, though some of his features I retroactively can see I did not get quite right. I feel like at the end it all still kinda came together though. So, some background on this campaign. This is a multisplat campaign. If you are unfamiliar with World of Darkness, it's actually a collection of RPGs that exist in the same universe. There's a bunch of overlap, but the different types of supernaturals all have their own book, character sheets, and mechanics. A multisplat campaign is a game that is running with multiple books. The concept is we are a hunter organization made up largely of one related family. Most of us have become something supernatural and are trying to hide it from the organization. The original cast was Riggin Veldon, the patriarch and an imbued hunter. He runs the organization and has been chosen by something greater to be given supernatural abilities to hunt monsters. Now, his nephews, Jones and Bones Malone. They are brothers. Jones is a nerd and a recently turned werewolf. Bones is a social outcast who's often magically overlooked by everyone, who has recently awakened into a mage. He does not believe this fact and insists he is a good scientist, is all. Their cousin is Wesley Pulo, an orphan who is some kind of dhampir, I believe? Not entirely vampire, but related in some way. And finally, last cousin, my character, Audrey Walker. I will get into her later. My partner joined the game a little bit into the campaign, so his character is not part of the family or organization. His character, Caldwell, is a homeless mage. He's tied to Hades, who tries to get Caldwell killed at any point he can. Caldwell is specifically a Hollowed One's mage. He is a man, but is a bit ambiguous looking. His cane is decorative and hides a sword within it. When issues rose in the organization, Caldwell led a large portion of the cast to a Hollowed One's chantry to hide out. We will get to that in a different speed draw. Audrey Walker has been brought up to be a hunter. Her parents were both some of the best hunters in the organization. Soon after Audrey's 21st birthday, her mother would die during a hunt, torn apart by vampires. The grief would cause her father to no longer do field work and transfer into HR instead, and this would all instill a sense of unease in Audrey. Like, if her mother couldn't do it, how could she? Audrey would continue to pursue becoming a hunter and would often do investigations on cold scenes. When she was 23, one of these investigations at a school would turn out to not be cold. She spots a vampire who's finishing off a victim and is attacked by it, and rather than overcoming fear and becoming imbued, she succumbs. She freezes on the spot and she's unable to recover. She gets mauled and only survives as the commotion of the first attack and her own gets the police called. She's spent every day since trying her hardest to train, to prepare, and hopefully redeem herself. Her look is heavily inspired by Ash Williams. The pose is stolen from him as well. The coat is her mother's and the button-up is her father's. She was given the jacket after her mother's death and the button-up after her hospitalization. I had not originally drawn her with scarring, but as I continued, I realized it was kind of insane that she would not be scarred after such a violent attack. So I went back and gave her quite a bit of facial scarring to match her being mauled. The glasses she is wearing is something she obtains in the Session Zero. They're an object that holds a spirit called Oracle. Oracle allows Audrey to ask a question, past, present, or future, and she receives a vision. The way the visions function is she is physically traveling through time to witness these events, these visions. She is physically present. She is just not perceivable to the average person. However, powerful entities can view her. For example, Hades was able to perceive her when she was spying on Caldwell. Several evil entities have been able to perceive her and know she's dropping in. I'll get more into the specifics once again. Different speed draw. Audrey struggles to be on the scene due to her physical weakness compared to her family and due to her trauma. Since this is a multi-splat, she is not built well to survive the challenges. Because the opponents being faced are being scaled up to like something a werewolf or a vampire would struggle to fight, or even an imbued hunter, and she is just a person with glasses and guns, and she's survived thus far, so she's doing great, honestly. Oracle allows her to assist in fights, though, and helps with the mystery element of World of Darkness. As the campaign's been kind of moving on, Audrey's been able to get over some of this and become a bit more of a leader. She is a driving force in creating bonds with people outside of the organization and finding sources and groups they can rely on. Additionally, she has led the way into a fight now against vampires, and I'm very proud of her. And her PTSD flaw has been resolved. And her PTSD flaw, which she obtained at some point early on in the campaign, has been revoked, which is something I will give background to in a future speed draw. I have two more drawings of Audrey ready after this, and another on the way, and I will share more about the world and the setting and the campaign lore then. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye bye.